Welcome everyone to another episode of the Guild of Brockheart, brought to you by AED&D. You're here with Borg17, the DM of this campaign. We have Knervish Splurgen playing Sven Birchjaw. We have Dying Danger playing Gale Glavinus. And we have the Man Bear playing Gnomeface.
Hi.
They have a couple NPCs with them, which are two knights and a goat named Wilhelm. And it looks like that our friend Donnie has fixed his webcam. It's looking pretty good.
Hey, yeah, I did.
Did you? Was it turning off, turn it back on? IT's number one solution.
Plug it off, plug it in.
It's
Plug it
always
on.
number one. Just saying that always makes me think of IT crowd. But anyways, so we are on episode 33 today. And yeah, if you guys are enjoying our episodes, leave a like, comment, rate, review, subscribe, all that good stuff. Yell at Gnomeface or yell at Manbear on YouTube.
Yeah, give me a shout.
Which we're still trying to figure out how to see. I thought like iTunes you can leave comments and stuff, but I have to figure that out. But without that, other than that, I think we're good to go. It's gonna be a short session because it's a weekday and adulting stuff happens. Anything else?
No, sounds good to me. I'm ready to get started.
All right. So, last time on the Guild of Brockheart, our adventurers had just been ambushed by 16 bandits that ran out of the large middle building of the hideout or camp. They ended up splitting up to take on these bandits. Gnomeface burnt down a building. A lot of fighting back and forth, some hiding, some drop kicking. People get knocked down. But yeah, it took a while, but eventually our adventurers finished off the bandits, and that's literally where we left off. Was you just took out the final bandit because I think Manbear was falling asleep. So we are going to join you guys. Literally in the turn order or whatever, but like the final bandit has just fallen. So whoever wants to start off this session can do that. You all are right next to each other. Just how the battle went. So yeah, in terms of the scenery or the set the scene, do you have the giant building? In front of that, there's the giant bonfire, bodies littered around, and then some of you know, but like behind the building, there's a bunch more bodies back there, and then behind and to the right, that's where the building was burnt down.
I mean, I'm just paranoid. We just saw some guy disappear in a cloud of smoke, and we didn't actually check the inside of the building. So I'm going to do a perception.
Or you saw the guy. You were the only one that technically was saw the guy disappear. Gnomeface was getting shot by the guy, but I think he was more preoccupied with
not getting shot.
Well, you also had like 3 or 4 bandits slashing you, so.
Well, if nobody wants to do anything first, I would like to do a perception check while deactivating my modify abilities.
You're not in combat, so I allow it.
Oh,
you failed to deactivate your modify ability. I don't know what you were rolling for. But...
Add 9. Add 4 to that. That's a 9.
What are you looking for?
Just are there any sounds coming from inside the building? Does it sound like I hear anything besides the bonfire?
You don't hear anything out of the ordinary. In
All right.
terms of like, it's not like people are making a barricade or something like loud like that. Like the building is there. You don't hear necessarily anything coming from it. The bonfire is kind of loud, but still, like
That's all I'm doing. I deactivate my abilities and I just look around. Is that all of them?
I
No
certainly
face is
hope
right
so.
there.
I think so. I'm kind of like, I'm wounded and like trying not to bleed out right now. So, like, I kind of collapse where I'm standing. And I go, oh, sure as fuck, hope so.
Sven, where are you?
I'm just across the fire from you, man. I was gonna go back into this central building here. I worked up an appetite. I wouldn't mind helping myself to whatever they have in there.
Oh, not a bad idea. No face. You're not at least gonna loot these corpses as you prefer to do to dead bodies?
I go, your knight's honor will make you share with me.
I
As
object.
I try to breathe.
Leading the witness.
What?
I don't know.
I'm sure Gnome Face just wants to take a nap right now.
I've got arrows like sticking out of 3 different parts of my body. Hey, you loot, share.
I will not loot with these knightly hands. I'll let you do that when you get better. Here, I'll bring you inside.
If you force me to loot, you ain't getting shit.
I don't want shit from the deceased. Lowlives and rapscallions though they may be. Their deaths are deeds good enough for me.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
I try to pick up Gnome Face and bring him inside.
Do you let him?
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I'm bleeding profusely.
You do that. Yeah,
Okay.
you pick up No Face, and he wouldn't say it's like lifting a toddler, but he's not that's big enough for you to bridal carry over like through the mantle type of thing, but he's somewhere in between there.
Well, I'm only like 2.5 foot tall or 3 foot tall or something like that.
This is
Okay,
awkward.
fine.
This is like,
Then you're holding
Yeah,
him
it'd be
like a
like
toddler.
carrying a small child, especially if you're Gale. Like Gale's got the muscles, he can do it.
You're holding him like a toddler, just popped up on the side, like on your.
I will admit, it is awkward. It's like carrying a child with the proportions of a man.
That's accurate. Um. Okay, so all of you are heading inside.
Yeah.
Are both your knights going in? One of them, or is one of them staying out?
Jones Jackson, coming with us. Now is not the time for vigilance. Now is the time for recovery. We are all battered and bruised from this. We'll close the door. And that will be the defense that we need until we're better.
All right. So you all head inside, and I will bring you all to the map. All right. Let me know when you're on the map.
I'm on.
Yeah, I'm on it.
All right. Whoa.
Can you go back to the other map and check my stats so I can carry them over? Health and mana.
There you go. I moved you back.
Okay, 61 and 34. Okay, you can take me back.
I moved you all so y'all can get a chance to check. Yeah, I have to make some stuff visually. Okay. There. Shit. Oh, you can. Okay. Yep, we're good.
Oh, this map looks familiar.
Don't know what you're talking about. It's not my default bar map. No, not at all.
It's not mine either.
All right, yeah. So, you guys are here. Donnie, you didn't bring over your knight's HP.
Well, it was on the last map.
Please wait.
Oh yeah, Jackson is bad. He's real bad. He's at 20 out of 140. Jones is 93 out of 140.
All right, bringing you back. All right.
Right.
So Sven, you headed in first. Yeah, at the tables there's food. I mean it's not necessarily laid out precisely like this, but we'll go with it like this. But yeah, there's food all on the table. Granted, you guys startled everyone, and so they kind of just had to head on out. But yeah, you can take your first couple steps because then the other ones will follow in behind you. Not you, gnome face.
I take some steps in, so I probably have the most remaining HP of anybody here.
No, I literally just got done saying Sven gets his action first, and then it's
Oh,
followed by Gale and gnome face, and then
I'm taking my action. Okay, my action is to look for the best looking plate in here. I get it's all chicken and rice, but I mean, there's got to be someone who has got a bottle of Tabasco on him or something.
I mean
Who,
they, I
zhuzhed it up before I got in here.
I'd say like this one, like the middle table, like that you see a couple big plates, and like they have a. It looks like a selection of small bottles in the middle of the table. That you probably could.
Yeah, I'll take a seat at the officer's table. Why not?
All right. So that's over there. Yep. All right. So you walk in, and you go get some food. Gail, you walk in carrying gnome face.
yep.
I'm assuming you're walking in before your knights. So
Yeah.
are you gonna just hold him the whole time? Are you gonna?
I'm gonna bring him to a table that looks like it has food.
I mean, they all have food.
Okay, I'm gonna carry him over to this table and plop him down on this chair right here.
The closest table. Got it. All right.
When Jackson gets in, I'm gonna have him sit down on the other end.
I mean, I was just letting you take your pick on for yourself and which food you wanted. But yeah, Jackson can come in. Jones can come in. Y'all can sit down now. I mean, I just
Okay.
was saying that you guys came in a specific order. At this point, once the last person comes in, you guys are free to act and talk and discuss on your own terms.
Okay. At each table, I am just gonna take some paces around, just checking the place. For all I know, they could have hostages here, so just gonna open some doors and peek in while everybody's settling down.
Okay. Reveal area. That is a doorway that you just walked up to. I don't. It's hard to see the fog away part.
Well, I knew it was a doorway because I've used this map on one of my games.
Oh, yeah, probably. Roll a reflex check.
Unnat 20.
Where's the buttons? You take 5 points of damage. You open the door, and immediately a fist comes out, punches you in the chest, and you get taken aback by that. What stands before you? I need to zoom in a little bit. Reveal areas. What stands before you is like a 7-foot tall, looks like burly, kind of like a half orc with a giant shield in one hand and a long sword in the other. Well, he grabs the long sword after. But yeah.
Fuck.
I'd assume it was loud enough that the rest of you heard that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, can I, as a reaction, throw a fork at the guy, figuring that's the only thing I've got in my hand?
Sure.
I don't even... No skill set, just be plus agility.
Yeah.
An 18 to hit, does that hit the guy?
Yeah.
For whatever a thrown table fork is.
D4.
D4? Alright.
If it was a steak
Oh.
knife, that probably would have been a D6, but no.
Wouldn't he get a strength bonus as well?
For a fork?
Well, he threw it, so his strength would come into play.
Yeah, we can get strength out of it.
I mean, yeah. What is it? +1?
No, it would have been a +2, but like...
Okay.
It's a panicked, like, salad fork thrown at a dude wearing armor.
It just chinks right off of it, but
doing a whole lot of anything. Like, it's a miracle that it found, like, some sort of chink in the armor to get into.
Yeah. So that happened.
Is there any indication what this dude is trying to do?
Has he said anything?
Oh, I didn't know if there's any more reaction.
I'm caught off guard here. He's got time to say something.
Yeah, I didn't know if if Sven was the only one doing a reactionary action. Anyways, he takes a step forward towards you, and he goes, "You're not from here. I take it if you guys are in here." He looks around, and he says this, I take it if you guys are in here. There's no one left standing outside, is there?
You take
I kind of chime in. I'm like, or did he come from outside, or did he come from a room in the building?
He was in here.
Oh, okay, then never mind.
I go the whole time we were in combat.
Taking a massive poo. I kind of chime up sarcastically because I'm out of it, and I go, so many arrows in my body. But yes, they're dead.
At the sound of that, you hear from behind you. Yeah, how would you like another one?
Ah, fuck.
You turn to your right to see a, like a 5'6", 5'8" tall, a human woman bartender with a crossbow held up, pointed at you, gnome face.
God damn it!
I don't have enough forks for this.
I don't have enough body parts for this. I kind of look at him and I go, shit.
We're not looking for trouble if you're not looking to give any.
This coming from the guy who drop kicked a fucker into a fire pit.
Shut up, Gnome Face. Shut the fuck up.
I'm not saying that in character. Just this is not the time for Donnie Danger to be all we're peaceful, motherfucker.
That would be fantastic. So yeah, the Gil, you're the half orc talks to you, or he's talking to you, and you're having to look up at them, and you're like, all right. He goes, so you took out all of them? Oh,
To my knowledge, I try to bluff, I guess, since I'm aware of at least one that may have gotten away.
I mean, you can roll for it if you want.
I mean, look, in your defense, we killed all the ones who didn't run away like little bitches.
13.
He's a little skeptical, but he's like, I mean, they weren't the best bandits, but I thought that between the 16 of them, between the 16 of them, they could have handled 5 adventurers.
For 2 adventurers, actually.
No, Sven doesn't know he's an adventurer either. I'm the only one that actually knows I'm an adventurer.
Not that I want to sour the mood by correcting you, but actually, we only have 1 adventurer here.
Just then you hear a mystical voice from on the other side of the room as you're talking to this guy.
There's 3 of them.
And this person's like, you may be right in the details on there, but the point still stands. The 5 of you took out all 16 of them.
We're a capable bunch.
I suppose if what you say is true, that is correct.
It certainly is. Who are you? Who's speaking right now?
I mean, I'm just, resting in the camp or in the chair over here. But yes, let me introduce myself. This person stands up from the chair that's like facing the fire. And it kind of like has a humanoid form. Is wearing a lot of white with like kind of like white robes ish, but like they're layered with some like trim in them. And like the skin is either like black or it's got similar like white trims throughout the skin and like patterns on it.
Very weird.
Good job.
Is it like ethereal or does it look organic?
Dad, I cried
Why?
because you weren't there to help me.
Say your question again. Sorry.
Is it like ethereal, like transparent, ghostly looking, or does it look organic?
You
Or
can't.
does it look like no?
You can't tell from right at this very moment. There's a lot going on, and you're also like 60 feet away.
Yeah, and I have a giant orc that's probably taking up my attention.
The reply is like, if you come here for treasure, you guys can just keep walking. We already took care of it all over here.
You guys took treasure? Are you adventurers?
Never mind that. Like we said, we're giving you the opportunity that you can leave.
How about
Take it now
Parlay.
or before we change our mind.
Parlay? You know our group is capable. How about we vow to leave, after taking a small rest, we did just point out that we killed 16 bandits.
The orc behind you, like you can feel the breath on the back of your neck as you turn to look at the person. Goes, I mean, if you just took out the 16 of them, you should be more than capable of making your way back home. Unless what you say is not true.
You need only peer out a window to know that it is.
You
Hey,
only
before
need
we
to
leave,
step
can I at
on
least
out of
finish
this
this guy's
building.
lunch?
So what? Go ahead.
Before we leave, can I at least finish this guy's lunch?
The mystical person's like, by all means. We're already full. You can have your dinner. You can have your meal and then head on out. I would just letting you know that we'd prefer to not have trouble. But it's up to you.
We too seek no trouble, and I can speak on behalf of at least 3 of us here, we seek no treasure. We simply...
Can we at least loot our kills?
That's not inside, is it?
No. But I'm asking because I don't want another arrow in me. I'm looking at the bartender the whole time, him and his crossbow, and I'm like,
Her and her
can I
crossbow.
loot my kills?
She goes, we don't care as long as you get out. And then the mystical one chimes up to Gale, who's like, because I mean, Sven's eating, but responds to Gale like, so if you are not looking for treasure, then why on earth did you come to a bandit hideout or bandit camp? That's your story's not adding up, sir.
Well, as I said before, only one here is adventure. 3 of us have nothing but noble intentions. We're knights.
I could
Did you
care
get
less
warm?
what you are or who not are
Sure.
No, you
adventurers.
take it back to the sink, squish it in the sink so it stops dripping,
Dude,
and you got to get it more warm.
there's a reason why you came here. I'm asking you what that reason is, if not
That
for
reason-
loot.
The reason was not for loot. It was to slay the ne'er-do-wells who were terrorizing the local. We as knights were simply assisting these adventurers in that duty. Well, this adventurer.
You mean for now, until they respawn. That is.
What? Respawn? I looked at the knights. Do they have any reaction to that word?
No.
What do you mean respawn?
The person kind of like looks at like the them and the bartender share a look at it and like until they come back, until they
It's impossible.
reappear.
We killed them.
Yeah.
No, we slew them thoroughly.
You've
They
never.
can't.
What happens? What do you think happens when you go hunting and you kill an animal, and then you go back hunting there the next day and the animal's right back there? They just magically reappear.
I thought those were just population control reasons that we were hiring adventurers to take care of. Some animals of species just breed too fast. That's all it is. Nothing can just come back to life.
Oh well. I mean, you believe me or you don't. I don't really care. Once your little friend here finishes his meal, you guys are headed on out. You have no reason to be here, so I don't see any reason why you'd resist leaving.
Wait, hold on. This was part of a quest. Since those bands are thoroughly dead, this quest is complete, right? They're not ghosts. They're not revenants. They're not zombies or vampires. They can't come. No face. Check the quest log.
It just says kill bandits. Doesn't say anything about anything else. And respawning is a very, very common aspect. Whether you're an adventurer or not, you should know about respawn.
No face, roll a wisdom check.
I've already run dungeons. I know about respawn. Let me touch it. I have to know if it's hot enough or not. It's still cold, buddy. It's got to be hot. Fine, just do that, buddy. Put it on your eye, though. I got 19.
You know that the main part of the quest is not to kill bandits, it's to rescue the survivors. Killing
Last
bandits.
week you told me rescuing survivors wasn't even part of it.
Yeah, it's the whole point of it was to rescue the survivors from the bandits. How you rescued the survivors is up to you.
You said we were watching both.
Killing bandits was part of a.
Yeah.
I mean, it was an incentive to do.
Now what?
But the quest itself was not.
I don't know why isn't it watching. Oh. Just play your game. Sorry, guys.
Oh, you're good.
Okay, so the answer. I go, well, apparently the bandits are just secondary. We're supposed to find the survivors.
Okay, so we need to protect them from these reviving bandits.
I turned my head to Robes up here, mouthful of chicken still, just like, hey, you know where they're at? These survivors?
I'm gonna give all of you a hint. Like 2 episodes ago.
Alright.
The people we met on the shore?
Yeah.
We helped them by killing all the bandits. They kind of pointed at us here.
Yeah, they really did point us this way. But we also did promise to go back to them after we killed the bandits and help them get to town.
It's true, we did promise that.
Yeah.
There we go. Yes, so you guys know exactly where the survivors are.
When?
And you guys finished killing the bandits.
Very, very well. Very well. All this talk of respawning is peculiar. You lot are as well, but if so willing, we will be on our way. Fellows, are you feeling fine enough to walk out these doors and start looting?
I guess.
I know, we haven't had time to rest. But now is not the time for conversation. Now is the time for a tactical retreat.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want them all respawning while we're in the middle of a nap.
Don't say that. That's not possible. We just killed them.
As you guys are
The
chatting,
first day we left for Akasai, we went to a place that spawned skeletons. That thing kept respawning and respawning.
That was a
True.
special training.
Skeletons with more meat.
It was a special training thing.
Have you never run a dungeon in this entire world? You knights must run dungeons. They respawn. How do you think they keep filling up with monsters?
Why would we run dungeons? Those are for adventurers.
For experience?
Wait, why are those just for adventurers?
They're not.
At this point, you guys hear like a little extra crackle of like fire, and your attention is drawn to the mystical one, who's now holding a fireball above their hand with like flames kind of wrapping down their arm, but they're kind of like feeding into the fire. And you hear if you guys could finish your conversation outside, That'd be much appreciated.
One moment, please, guys. What is it? Do the neighbors have a cat that looks like mine? Yeah, they do. Okay.
I think these three were
All
having
right,
some sort
thank
of
you.
a private moment before we got here. I think
Oh,
Sorry
one of them
about
was
that.
one of them was definitely pooping.
I'm
For
back.
sure.
Anyways, the mystical one said. So yeah, unless you guys actually came in here for a fight, you might want to head out, and because you're about to overstay your welcome, and we'd like to keep this bandits in line ourselves. You guys can finish your conversation outside.
So
I perk up and I go, when I see the fire wrap around its hand, I go, we'll leave. But can I add you? Because that's neat, and I want to learn how to do that.
That's a good question. They're like, oh, this, and they're holding it, and they're like, sure, you can add me.
Sweet. I add her to my friends list.
You do that. Her name's Jasmine.
yeah, I'm just gonna walk away from this guy.
And then I go, cool, I'll message you. And
Uh,
then I leave.
She kind of gives up a little wave, and like, without you even noticing, or like without her even noticing, like you see it like change to. Wait, okay, it was fire. What does it change to? It changes to ice.
Why is everything freaking capital and bolded? I just want to type. Whatever.
Because you click too many buttons.
I
No
got that
face.
in my notes. What?
Are you
I was putting
done?
that in my note.
You done making friends with the enemies?
They're not enemies. They're just adventurers farming EXP.
They
If you
threaten
weren't
to
such a
kill.
noble lot, I would do it myself.
All right, so I take
Like,
it.
bloodily.
So you guys head on outside.
Bloodily.
You cut out there for a second.
I said I bloodily limp out the door.
You do that. So you are now back outside.
Yeah, I guess. It's not like that warm anyway. I start looting bodies.
Okay.
Kind of like chat and like. So you seem to know about this respawning thing. So if a knight dies, does he just come back? What were they talking about?
I played the game.
Are you asking me while I loot, or are you asking Sven?
Yeah, I mean, you clearly know more about it. You were basically saying it's a normal thing while they were talking to us.
I kind of, while I'm looting the bodies, I look at them. I go, I don't know about NPCs, but yeah, mobs, basic mobs, they respawn all the damn time. Knights and NPCs aren't really basic mobs, so I'm doubtful that they'll respawn if they die. But goblins, wargs, those things are all mobs. If they don't respawn, there's nothing to kill. If there's nothing to kill, there's no way to get stronger. Haven't you ever noticed that the mobs are never truly done? There's always another one.
But what about all the goblins during the king's goblin genocide? They never came back.
Well, he probably stopped them from spawning. He is the king, after all.
True. Hmm.
Okay, what do I roll for loot?
I don't know.
You're DM.
Hang on. There's 16 people, right?
Yep.
While you guys are talking, roll 6 d20s and I'll figure out from there.
18, 2, 13, 6, 7, and 16. Pretty best. Couple high, couple low.
Okay.
Can I have
So
play?
when we bring these
Also
villagers to
spider.
safety, will there be new villagers being terrorized by these bandits
Dad.
again?
Guess what?
Mm,
Is it like some sort of
Not
cycle?
a million years or more. Or should I say, never played.
yeah, you haven't played that one in a while.
Fighters. One of my favorite fossil games.
Hey, Gnome
see,
Face, he's
I'm
trying to
right.
talk to you.
I know.
Oh, sorry, I have a boy also in my ear. What?
So when we bring these villagers to safety, will new villagers appear in their place being by these bandits? Is it a never-ending
Again.
cycle?
Again, NPCs, I don't know about. The bandits, they'll be back. Whether another group of NPCs wants and tries to create a village, I don't know. I just know that mobs respawn. This group of hunters, the three in there, adventurers, are farming this spawn point for EXP.
That's
What, buddy?
What
Jackson
I gotta
Jones.
do.
I don't know.
Are you familiar with this
My
phenomenon?
game has
Am I the only one who's
red.
never experienced this?
One battery left.
So go plug it in. It's almost bedtime anyway, buddy.
Charger.
It's upstairs. Go plug it in upstairs and then come back down. It's almost bedtime.
It down here.
Mm-hmm. He was talking to Jones Journey this time, not me.
Yeah, Jackson Jones.
Oh, sorry, I'm trying to figure out your loot stuff. You're supposed to have a conversation with each other. Oh, wait, what? Okay. What was your question?
Jackson Jones. Sven, you too. You're not really an adventurer. Are you familiar with this phenomenon? Am I the only one who's never heard of this thing?
I mean, things come back.
Uh,
I've seen it. I don't know what it means, but you know.
then the knights kind of just respond like, we're just following orders, sir. I don't know what you want us to tell you. We're just doing the quest that, or doing the assignment that the prince gave us. Or king.
It is
Which-
fun watching Gale have an existential crisis at the concept of respawning. Like, I think these are questions for a cleric, my guy.
Yes, yes. Next village we visit, I will have some questions. It might be a bit beyond a knight's pay grade.
It's all a video game, and your existence is uploaded to the cloud.
Sven, just stop there. I'll talk to a cleric. Surely they will have satisfactory answers. Ones that don't bring up deeply horrifying questions about my existence.
Look, see, it's to keep it there,
Mm-hmm.
and then when you plug in, you can do that.
Okay.
Yes, that's right, knights. We need to have faith in King Albert, Prince Jeremiah.
Dad.
A knight's duty is a solid, unwavering one.
You have a game. It
There's a reason for everything we
doesn't
do.
matter.
There's no reason to question any.
Ugh.
These bandits are dead. They won't harm any villagers anymore.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. What do I get for loot?
That
Oh, you wrote me.
no, I'm figuring it out. You're supposed to be having a conversation with Gale. while I do this.
He started talking to everybody else while I was looting.
Well, that's fair, but I'm still. He started talking to me, and I'm trying to figure out what to give you for loot.
It's an open conversation. Anybody can pitch in.
Anyway, so you
I
guys,
think-
you find 3,640 floors split amongst whatever. You found the 8 daggers, and I listed there's 8 usable daggers, 2 non-usable. They're kind of like just scrap metal, and then disbursement from there. And you find a couple trinkets of like non-specific or non-unique style, and a couple pouches. Which is where you found the money, but the pouches are good enough that you could use them.
Jackson Jones, with me quickly. Let's open the brochure and read all the good things about Brockheart. Yes, that will lift our spirits.
I mean, if we're done
Yes.
looting, I don't suppose anyone wants to look at these outbuildings. The 5 remaining ones.
Oh, yeah. That's actually a good call, Sven. Everything that's happened, that's kind of eluded my notes.
I'm at least gonna look at the wreckage, see if there's anything of note. Yeah, smoldering ruins.
Or hostages and any ones that aren't smoldering.
Okay, so Sven, you see it in the wreckage there. You see him. The only thing you can discern from there is like a little mug, and on it reads, "World's #1 captain," but it crossed off like an X through it, and underneath it's like written "Dad."
Oh, fuck.
That's all. That's what Sven finds.
Sometimes you make an orphan. Like these things happen. It's a normal thing. Welcome to the world of adventuring. Totally fine. All right, well, I'm just gonna leave that where it is. No need to bum anyone else out. I'm just gonna move on to the next building.
In terms of hostages or stuff, yeah, neither one you see any of that. These buildings look empty. Is it? I mean, they don't. They look like people live in them, but no life is in them currently. So
All right.
whoever does live in it is somewhere else at the moment.
My name,
But other than
There?
that, there's not really anything to see.
The only victim individuals in this questline are on the beach still, probably waiting for us.
I'm sure in one of these buildings, under one of the beds, there's a kid cowering who doesn't have a dad anymore. But we can ignore that and move on, and help those guys get to Brockheart.
Yeah.
D,
Everything's fine. This is okay.
Fine.
Everything's cool.
and O.
I'm okay. That's a weird thing to say, Sven, but yeah. No face, are you done looting yet?
I don't know. I haven't been told if I've been done looting yet or not. I'm
Yeah.
assuming I'm done by now.
Did you write down the stuff that you have already?
Are those actually my... I asked if you wrote it down, and you're like, no, I'm figuring stuff out.
Yeah, and then just after that, I said I put the daggers that you earned and the 3,640 Floyds split amongst you guys. And you found some pouches. Part of it had the Floyds in it, but you have like 6 of them that are usable. If you'd like to take those, and then I'm finishing up the last bit.
Okay. I got 3,640 Floyds. We can split it. Unless your nightly honor doesn't allow you to take your gains, in which case I'll just split it with Sven, and you can go shove your honor up your butthole.
No.
I got 8 used daggers, 2 that are broken. Again, I'm willing to split. So what's the verdict here?
No. King and the Prince give us knights everything we need.
Okay, so you don't need shite. What about you, Sven?
I mean, I could use a dagger or two.
Okay.
Fancy,
What about the Floyds?
Yeah, I'll take.
Go
Let's say a
halvesies?
third. I'll take a third of it. You
See,
did more
You don't wanna go
killing than I
halvesies?
did.
Yeah, but you also shot me in the butt with one of those healing darts, so I'm cool with going halvesies.
Fair.
So 18, 20.
No need to get in a Canadian standoff. I'll take half.
Good. 18, 20 would bring me up to plus 360. Okay, and then you said you wanted a couple daggers, so I'll give you two of the basic and the good one. I'll take the great, three of the basic, and the bad. If I can enchant the great one, I can make some decent money out of it.
No complaints here. Just, it's always a pain if you end up losing. It's always good to have some spares.
Yeah.
Well, before we head out, I just take a moment to look at all the bandits. I just think to myself, they had lives, right? They made choices that brought them to a point in their lives. Bad choices. They didn't just appear out of nowhere. Right?
Oh,
Yeah.
Gale is so gung ho and killing bandits when he walks in, and now he's shedding a tear for him when he walks out.
Yeah. Like I actually say something similar. I walked in here with the whole intention of killing all of them. And now apparently you have some emotional crisis.
Wait till
Not
you
over
find out
them.
goblins had parents.
What gave you the notion that I was having a crisis?
Because you're having a crisis.
Respawning thing is weird, okay?
Crisis.
It's like, what does it mean, man?
I
Seriously.
want to go for big. No, the small ones are creeping me out now.
Well, it's not all that weird when you think about it. We love the games. Is this armor part of it too now?
Yeah, everything there is part of it.
Okay. I go to Sven. I got 4 pieces of leather armor. 2 bad, 1 good, 1 basic. You want some?
Yeah, that'd be pretty great.
So I'll give you the good since I took the great, and the basic. The 4. I'll take the 2 bad, and hopefully I can enhance them and get something else out of them. What the hell are universal pouches?
Well, you found money in them, which is what I said before. But they're
Okay.
they're pouches to keep stuff in. I don't know. If you have to keep a bunch of small stuff separate from other stuff, you might find them useful. But I mean, the bandits didn't really have. They had their weapons, their armor, the thing that they held their money in, and that's about it.
Okay. Loot is split.
So Gil is having an existential crisis as he's walking out. You guys are splitting the loot. Just got done splitting the loot. Are you all heading out then?
Yeah, back towards the villagers.
Yeah, we got villagers to help.
Okay. Um, are you guys just taking the road, or are you guys hiding or taking like the side or the? Are you being as cautious leaving as you were coming in? I should ask.
I don't see any reason to be so cautious.
Okay. Yeah. You guys head on out. You go past the guard, who's not there. The body's gone though. And you guys make your way down the road. Was Wilhelm? He came to the entrance with you guys, right?
I think he was down sort of where the road tees with the main road.
Okay.
Hiding in the bushes back there.
Yeah.
I could probably call him.
So,
See if he'll show up.
well, yeah, it was just you left or dropped him off on the way up here. Like he wasn't back with the survivors. He was like along the track. But yeah, you guys end up going back, making your way. You grab Wilhelm on your way back to the survivors. And you ended up, or yeah, and so then you approach the survivors coming back from the taking care of the bandits. They're in the similar situation as before. They're kind of hiding, cowering a little bit.
It's us. We're the knights. We're back with the adventure and Sven and Wilhelm. You can come out of hiding. It's safe.
No one chimes up, like stands up, like, "Oh, hello." Yes. We remember you. You guys were going to go help us by dealing with the bandits.
Yeah, we did. It's done. They're all dead.
They're all dead. Well,
Yeah.
looks like we can wait. We can wait here. Or it looks like, yeah, looks like we can wait here until the road or the sea is usable. Then, if you took care of them all that way. But I mean,
Wait. Those ne'er-do-wells weren't the only dangerous thing on the seas. Out.
wait, what?
Sea monsters.
Yeah, they were saying because the bandits aren't going to be attacking them anymore, that they can just wait till the sea monsters disappear. But then one of them remembers, wait, you guys are headed to Brockheart, right? Can we just follow you guys and get escorted?
Yeah.
Is that
We
part of the
had
deal?
this whole conversation. We were cool with it.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, guys, pack up. And you see them all like kind of quickly run, hustle, like pack up their stuff into bags and stuff. You know, they have one cart, and they load as much on there as they can. Kind of a big of a heap. And they're like, okay, so it's 8 of them. They're sharing a cart. They're taking turns pulling it. And they tell you that they're ready to head on out uh if the bandits have been taken care of. Yeah.
Fairly certain all but maybe one of them are dead, but what's he gonna do, right? Anyways, yeah, I'd say, coast is clear, guys. And you're with us. You couldn't be any safer.
Well, that's excellent to
Right.
hear. Gnome Face, you get a little bling that notification on your HUD that says quest complete. And then as they're I'm sure there's no reason to stick around and stuff, so you guys are cool with just heading on out from here.
Yeah.
So they leave like the area that you're in, and you start headed down the road. And then one of them pauses. Whoa, hold on, wait.
What?
Did you guys happen to grab our stuff from the bandits?
What stuff?
I thought. I can't remember if it was you guys or not, but I thought you guys said that you were gonna take out the
Yeah, we did
bandits
say we were
and
gonna
then
look for their shit, didn't we?
bring back the stuff they stole from us.
Was it
We kind of got
on their
kicked out by a
bodies?
group of adventurers.
Well, and you
guys
kind of
gonna be
just
okay without them?
Any of you missing daggers? I think I asked you this last time we met.
like, yeah, what were you saying?
Are you guys gonna be okay without that stuff?
Bunch of them look kind of sad, like, well, looks like we'll really be starting new.
Oh, some adventurers are a real menace. They couldn't at least let us take that, huh? You're friends with them. Give them a thumbs down or something, Gnome Face.
Nope. And then she won't teach me that cool spell.
That's dumb.
I mean,
Those
you can
guys
at least
suck.
send them like a description of specific, I'm assuming irreplaceable family heirlooms that
Mostly.
were stolen. And, if you could trade some money, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, that's a little bit more important than farming XP or whatever they're doing. I say with hand quotations.
Well, how about we leave it there for now?
Okay.
I mean, it is 8 o'clock or after 8,
Yeah.
and the man bear gets cranky
Yeah.
when he loses sleep.
Yes, I do.
So, yeah, we're gonna leave it there as the group realized that their promise to the survivors was only half kept, and they forgot something back in the bandit camp. But they are headed on further towards or to the next step on getting to Brockheart or back to Brockheart.
What are
So-
you doing?
We're almost done, so Daddy's getting ready.
Yeah. Other than that, join us next week. I can do Friday next week.
It should be good for Friday next week.
Yeah. Friday sounds good to me.
Yeah. So join us next week on Friday. If you're listening, it'll be released on Friday as well. And yeah, join us to see what's the next step in getting back to Brockheart, and if there is if there's another obstacle before they reach the new transport company that's taken to the sky.
Ooh, hippogriffs.
Yes. So, leave a like, rate, review, comment, and subscribe. Anybody have anything else before we sign off?
Poop loops.
Yeah, I got nothing.
I think it's Sven's turn for a motivational speech.
Motivation.
Yeah, say something uplifting.
Come on, Sven.
You can't make an omelet without making a couple orphans. You know, these things happen. The important part is to not beat yourself up about it. Just keep on keeping on.
I know, that was
Yeah.
awesome.
Feel better already.
Oh shit!
All right. Well,
Bringing in the Joe Dirt right at the end too was just perfect.
say what? You kind of cut out there a little bit.
Joe Dirt, keep on keeping on.
Oh.
Life's a garden, dig it.
All right. Yeah.
Very
So
uplifting.
until next time, all. And stay safe. Bye.
Yeah.